This is a journey into sound. Here we go again.
Hi, and welcome to Mixed Review Podcast. I am one of your three hosts, Ross, also known as Sniper Shot on Twitter. Also, we have Liam, who is at _ LMTAN on Twitter. And we also have Brandon, who is better known at firelit _ PBMJ, which we always think stands for peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, good.
If it was an N, but, you know, it's just
So,
jelly. Or jam.
jelly?
Jelly.
Undecided.
Tomato.
So we took a little break in an attempt to, well, just revamp the show. Pretty soon we're going to be working on incorporating video so you can see our beautiful, sexy faces while we talk about these albums that we're going to be describing. Just looking at Liam's stubby beard.
Yeah. You know you want it.
You know you want it. You know I want it.
Oh God, don't even.
So,
by the way,
this episode,
the episode that we do that album, if we ever do, I'm quitting. Just saying.
Oh no, we definitely gotta do Robin Thicke.
Aw. Next April Fools, maybe.
Anywho,
Yeah.
today we're here to talk about Visual Kei, specifically a Visual Kei band that I had the quote-unquote pleasure/displeasure of meeting a couple of years ago.
You like
Joey.
I didn't. I'll explain. So some of our older viewers from some of our older podcasts may know about this story already. Essentially, while working for a different podcast we all worked for, known as SHP, I went to go interview a Japanese band called Scandal, which we covered on one of our earlier shows. And I also happened to interview this band. Their name is Sadie. And I was very nervous. My first big interview at a convention. I didn't know what to do. No Japanese knowledge whatsoever. And so I was nervous. And the translator translated that for me. And they said, "Oh, it's okay, bro." And so they all came up and gave me bro hugs. It's a 5-man band. It was chill. And the drummer was the last one to come up. And so the drummer comes up, gives me a bro hug, and I'm about to start interviewing them. And then he slapped my ass twice. Like, he didn't just, like, grab, like, he got a good slap in there. And then he cupped the feel. And that's how I know this band, so I'm a little personal with them. We're pretty good friends.
Nah, you do that to all the bands on the first try.
Oh, yeah.
That help you if you ever interview Lady Gaga.
Ew. Visual Kei over Lady Gaga any day.
Oh, yeah. Send my mustache.
Well,
Any.
Judging by this big smile he had on her face while telling that story, we could probably enjoy that.
Oh god, here come the sound effects.
Yay! I love Google
Anyway.
Plus. Like, all its faults are made up with by Hangouts.
Oh no, we're doing this on Google Plus. This is no way, shape, or form to endorse it because I still don't believe of having a 4th kind of MySpace on like my record. So, because MySpace started the social media shit, and so like I've had like
That
all
was
those
like
different ones
Friendster.
before. I don't know what a Friendster is. I'm modern.
I'm not in my 30s.
Anyways, back to the band. They were the first Visual Kei band that I ever personally got to meet, and so I decided to pick up one of their albums. after listening to them in concert, which actually was pretty good. It reminded me a lot of American metal. So what's interesting about this is that I've made our co-host here also listen to the music that I've listened to for a few years. And overall, I would have to say that's a good album, but their options may be different. So, Losing My Way of the Proud is the third track on this, and it's just a really good like beat song. Like if you want to just like focus on something and just have something in the background, it's something you can do with this. Or what you could do is listen to the song Cry More, which is a more heavier, darker tone kind of song that just, it's just fast paced and everything, yelling, kind of pumps you up a little bit. But I mean, those are my personal preferences. Liam, what do you have to say about the album?
Um, I thought it was a pretty typical Visual Kei album. Sounded pretty similar to the Gazette for me. Also, a bit of like your normal standard like the kind of J-rock that you get on an anime opening theme. With like the wailing vocals and stuff. Personally, I'm not a big fan of that. But that's just me. I mean, the music itself was pretty good, but the vocals just put it off for me because it seems to either be wailing or that kind of screamy growl that you get with a lot of bands nowadays, like fucking Linkin Park do it as well. Or they did.
Linkin Park does it?
I might be thinking of someone else entirely. I don't know. But it's like...
You might
Sorry.
Hurt your voice doing that.
As you can see, I'm not cut out for singing metal music at all. But, yeah, I mean, the track that I liked the most on it was probably Dokoku. I have no idea what that means in English. Or what any of the lyrics mean. But it sounded nice. Though I think I might have been stiffed at least one track by Spotify because you said Losing My Way of the Proud was the third track, but it's showing as track 2 for me. So, don't know what's up with that, but...
Oh, yeah. I have the actual album. I actually bought it.
Is there like an intro track?
I guess it might have came a little... Yeah.
Oh, right. They probably just missed that off then.
might actually explain it.
But yeah, it was an okay album, but not my personal kind of style that I normally listen to. So yeah. Brandon?
And then Brandon? You awake?
Yeah, I'm awake. Well, how do I put this? It's probably a lot. I'm gonna echo a lot of things that Liam said. I personally have never heard Visual Kei prior to today, or prior to this album, but it's not really my kind of music. But you have that growly, deep growly. You sound very demonish, I guess, kind of music. I like 3 songs on this thing. They were Dokoku, Kasumi ni Kiaru Hana, Mabuta no Yutsu. These 3 probably were better for me because they weren't actually that growly kind of music, I guess. A bit more anime rockish with the yeah, that's what it's a bit more anime rockish kind of feel to it. Not very general J-rock, I guess. Very close to maybe the more American side. Yeah.
Awesome. So overall, I guess it's kind of a general consensus that, Visual Kei is not always the same. You're not always going to have like this growly kind of music. There are other Visual Kei artists like Kanon Wakashima who doesn't do that at all. She's more of a poppy style, but it's more it's still Visual Kei. It's the style and the dress. So with Sadie creating this music that sounds similar to the Gazette, similar to big band. Can't remember them. But
Can't be that big, then.
Darren Gray. They're
Oh,
big,
okay.
and like all my friends always go see them. But yeah, but it's like Darren Gray as well. They have that growly metal type music, which is fine, but you know it's on a selective listening basis, from what I can tell. Only a few songs are actually kind of decent on the general consensus. So if you want to give it a shot, they are available on Spotify. It's Sadie, and you
Yeah.
want to make sure that it looks like five guys or five girls, kind of, I guess. And
Well, the
the
album cover
review
itself
is
just
Cold
looks like
Blood.
a naked chick covered in like
Yeah,
paint, I guess.
that tends to happen a lot.
Wait,
That
what?
that is
Naked chick
Visual
covered
Kei
in
for
paint
you, though.
happens a lot.
The very tends to be very gothic in style. It's kind of like male
So
goth lolly, visually anyway.
I I guess like I when I look at Visual Kei, I think a little bit of Marilyn Manson,
Yeah,
just
that's actually pretty close. Yeah,
like dress,
very
Yeah.
like
yeah,
that
like
very
dressed
androgynous
up,
style.
yeah.
Well,
So
you're not actually sure.
that's kind of what
Am
I
I
would say.
gay for finding these dudes attractive, or
It's oh yeah, that happens quite a bit. But when they're out of their when they're not wearing that stuff, you wouldn't be able to know it's them.
yeah? Like you look at
You'll get
Marilyn
taken by
Manson when he's got his
complete
makeup off.
surprise.
He just looks like a really nerdy dude.
If he doesn't paste up his face. But yeah, no. So that's our show for today. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to our review of Sadie. If you want to listen to Sadie, you can always go to YouTube or go to Spotify and see what they're up to from there. And for this show, I'm Ross. Again, you can find me as Sniper Shot on Twitter.
I'm Liam. You can find me at _LMTAN.
And I'm Brandon. I can be found at Violet_PBMJ.
And yeah, that's everything. We'll see you next week with another episode for an album that we haven't actually decided on yet, but we will have one. I forgot to pick an album. So yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.